The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Local sports now.
It's the 302 Sports Friday night downstate game of the week. Welcome to Delaware's premier high school football pregame show, brought to you by Sodell Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. Now let's go live to your host of the Sodell Concepts pregame show, Benny Mitchell.
And the backside of the season is all about getting hot when the time is right. Lake Forest turned up the heat last Friday night with a 16-14 upset over number 2 ranked Woodbridge. Laurel has been hot and cold this season, cooling off in recent weeks, losing two District 3 games. If Lake Forest wins out, they could finish second in the 2A District 3, or maybe even force a tiebreaker if they could get a little help with Woodbridge beating Delmar in Week 10. Laurel has to go the strength of schedule route. They will have some bonus points coming, but a win tonight would put them in a much better position to make the postseason. A 6-4 Laurel would most likely have enough bonus points to get into the AA state tournament, but they may at least be the last team on the bubble right now. Let me bring in my broadcast partner, Jim Tack. And, Coach, it's that time of year where teams are fighting to get to the postseason, and we have two of them here tonight in Lakeland. But these two teams are very similar. Both run option-type offenses. Both are aggressive in the defensive front. Coach, these two teams are like looking in the mirror tonight.
Oh, absolutely. The only difference I could see is that Lake Forest will go to some unbalanced line, but they'll still use the motion just like everybody else does, and then they'll run the option. They run it very, very well. Their quarterback can sprint out on either side, which gives him a little more protection and time. So for every plus you have for one, there's another one on the other side. So it should be a great game.
Every position you name, you can name a guy on the other side is equally as good.
Well. Just as good, sure.
Since realignment, the Laurel Bulldogs have qualified for the state tournament, twice winning Class A, and last year making the AA field in their first season after moving up. The Bulldogs are led by 6-year head coach Joey Jones, the former Salisbury Seagull quarterback. Kobe Shockley, he's an experienced quarterback for Laurel, and this is his second season as a starter. When he tucks the ball and he runs like a fullback. He doesn't throw a lot, but when he does, he throws darts. And his short drop back passes, his favorite target is a good one in Keyshawn Copes, who had two TD receptions the last time we saw Laurel. Defensively, the 4 linebackers can get to the gap, led by Joseph Boehner, the two-way starter. Sometimes he will drop down on the line and get a pass rush for the Bulldogs. And be careful trying to throw against this defense. Kenyon Littleton, he's a ball-hawking corner, evident in our last game of Laurel where he ran a 60-plus yard pick six.
Well, they really show how diverse they are in running the option, running the motion, then with the big sweep. But you're right, defensively, they can run to the ball and cover all the gaps. And it's like a mirror on the other side.
Right. And when you think Lake Forest, Freddie Johnson comes to mind. Johnson, a former player and wrestler here for the Spartans. He heads into his 19th season as the head coach. Lake Forest has a lot of weapons, either in the run game or through the air. Jack Parson manages the veer offense. As the season has gone on, his decision on the options have gotten much better. It's called Miller time here in Lakeland with Darius Miller. He is a force on both sides of the ball. Even when he's not catching passes, he's drawing attention, sometimes double coverage, which opens up the airways for Navon Pierce. Darian Russ doesn't touch the ball a lot, but when he does, he can be electric. We saw him with not one, but 2 plays of the week in the Sussex Tech game. Defensively, the Spartans linebackers find their way to the ball. Ian Nance and Josiah Torres have combined for over 100 tackles this year. Since moving Chase Lewis to the inside tackle, he's made 4 sacks for Lake Forest. So both teams, again, we're talking about teams that are just so much alike, and that defense is similar.
And you talked about the inside linebackers. They're not big, but boy, can they run. And you'll see in some of their defenses, they'll be in a 5-2 with a cover 2. Then all of a sudden you see a third linebacker. Well, they move one of the safeties down into the box, move the other safety over. So they have a lot of complements to what you're going to try to do. But offensively, they can throw the ball. We were here earlier this year with Red Lion and saw them put on a show and just barely missed winning that game. So solid across the board.
Folks, when we come back, we'll take a look at the Arena Deli's players to watch here in tonight's game after this commercial timeout. We'll be right back.
Matt's Fish Camp has 3 locations, all conveniently located on Route 1 in Lewis, Bethany Beach, and Fenwick Island. Matt serves fresh seafood, coastal classics, and Sussex County comfort food. With an array of camp cocktails, craft ales, and a carefully selected wine list, there's something for everyone on the menu. Matt's is the place you can bring your family for dinner, grab lunch during the week, or hang with friends at happy hour. Each location offers unique outdoor dining and a raw bar featuring fresh, local oysters. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Stop into Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Bethany, or Fenwick.
Clubhouse at Baywood is a full-service restaurant and is the premier wedding and event venue in coastal Delaware. The all-inclusive venue features breathtaking views, stunning indoor and outdoor spaces, custom menus, and a team of professionals to help you with any event. The restaurant features a chef-driven menu and is the perfect place to enjoy a night out with friends, dinner with your family, or a happy hour drink on the outdoor veranda overlooking the award-winning greens and gardens. Open 7 days a week year-round for lunch, dinner, and all your events. See you soon!
And welcome back. Let's look at tonight's Arena's Deli's player to watch. Arena's Deli, 5 locations. The original location in downtown Rehoboth Beach, Milford, and at the airport in Georgetown, Arena's Cafe in Lewis, and the newest Arena's Pub on Highway 1. Let's start with the Laurel Bulldogs, and the 3 guys we're going to watch for them tonight. It's going to start with number 5, Keyshawn Copes. We saw him in the last game, and I said last time, get the ball to Keyshawn Copes. They did 2 touchdowns, a long one, and then the pop pass.
Right.
And he is just a game wrecker on defense.
Yeah, he's pretty special. I like the fact that you have a blocker who can also delay, which they do with him sometimes, and just let him skirt out into the flat, and then he can really take off. But he's a very, very good player, sound on defense, and blocks real well.
And then number 11, Khalid Burton. He was our pest of the game last time on their homecoming. Does a little bit of everything on offense and defense.
Yeah, I noticed that they really flipped them. They'll go into the double slot, and sometimes he'll be at the split end. Sometimes he'll be in at the slot, and that's if they need him to go in fly motion and take off. But he also danger.
Right. And then finally, their running back, number 3, Asante Laughlin. Didn't get to see a lot of him in the last game, but he's the guy that when he breaks that second line, he can take off.
Oh, there's no 2 ways about it. He has some special speed. He gets into the line very, very fast, and from there it's a breakout to the sideline. So, and he also will find some other ways to get him the ball, to get him in the end zone.
And let's look at the Lake Forest Spartans. Who we're going to watch tonight for Lake Forest Spartans. It's going to start with number 3, the quarterback, Jack Parsons. Jim, I'm with right now. These 2 quarterbacks, both these 2 quarterbacks, I think, are underrated. They are 2 pretty good quarterbacks that don't get a lot of noise around the state. But Jack Parsons, he's 46 of 84, 764 yards, 8 touchdowns, only 1 interception. And when he carries the ball, he's carried the ball 31 times for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing.
Well, the thing that I noticed in watching him, he can throw on the sprint.
Yes.
Which gives them more time to get him out on the edge, and they don't have to hold their blocks as long. And he can do it going right and left. And when you're going the opposite way, you got to get the shoulder all the way around. I think he's a really good decision maker. We've seen him here this year, and he did some great things in the past. And let's face it, he has to make some split-second decisions with the options also.
Right. Number 2, A.J. White. The last time you were here, he was having a game, and he got hurt in that game. He was back to next week, but he is a player. He plays on both sides of the ball. Offensively, 51 carries for 403 yards and 2 touchdowns, 7 catches for 72 yards. Defensively, 41 tackles, 3 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. Don't run the ball near him.
Yeah, and I watched him. He was kind of in a set halfback position, and one route where he takes a quick zero to the flat, wide open, and then he'll run what's called a trailer route. He'll follow the wide receiver down the field and swing out, and that puts the corner in a real bind. So very dangerous with the ball and with running routes to draw a lot of attention.
And our last guy, number 51, Ian Nance, 74 tackles. He leads the team, 1 fumble recovery. Jim, if you watch the Sussex Tech game, third quarter, he made almost every tackle in the third quarter.
Yeah, he has this technique. It's called show and go. He'll go up in the gap, then he'll back out, and he'll move to the side. You don't know where he's coming from. He's very quick, and somehow he always ends up on the bottom of the pile.
You're right. Right. Folks, we're going to take another commercial timeout. When we come back, we're going to talk about the X's and O's. What do these two teams need to do to win tonight? Both 4-4, both looking to make the AA playoffs. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. For over 15
And welcome back to Felton, Delaware. You're watching the Soto Concepts pregame show on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports, and we're getting closer to kickoff for the Downstate Friday night game of the week. It's time for the X's and O's. Let's talk about what the Bulldogs have to do tonight to be successful. Jim, 3 things. Got to get in the end zone. They can't settle for field goals this week. Get your athletes in space and get some feet around the quarterback and get him on the run. And then for Lake Forest, limit the mistakes, keep your quarterback upright, and score first. Make the Dogs chase you.
Yeah, I agree. They want to get out in front and put Laurel in a position of chasing. I just think it's such an even matchup. I really do. When you like you said, compare offense and defense, you can put one up and they'll put one up to match them. So this could be a lot of fun, folks.
Again, you're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. Providing color for me tonight is my broadcast partner, Jim Tack. Brandon Hall and Owen Smith on the cameras, and Matthew Westcott doing just a little bit of everything for us tonight. Darwan Pitts with the still photography. Your halftime and postgame stats brought to you by Win the Day Planner. Our statistician is Dave Marvel. Let's get to the turf report as we get closer to kickoff. We are playing on artificial turf. It's an excellent, I think it's sprint turf. It's an excellent condition. Lighting could be a little better here. I mean, I thought it was the windows, but I went down on the ground, and it's a little dark down there.
It is.
70 degrees at kickoff, and I think the wind has kind of gone away. It was blowing across the field. But we have great November. This is awesome November football weather. So I'm not even in my hoodie yet, so we're in good shape. Let's look at some other games around the state that we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. In AAA, Dover is at Cape and Lopin. Cape and Lopin trying to qualify for the state tournament. They were runner-ups last year. Hodson is at Salesianum. And in AA, Caravel at Delaware Military Academy. Wilmington Friends, Tower Hill in a big independent conference matchup. Sussex Tech going to Woodbridge. And then in single A, Polytech, Brandywine. Last I saw, Brandywine had jumped out to a 14-0 lead on Polytech. Polytech's the number 3 ranked team in single A. And since we mentioned rankings, let's talk about those rankings. Here tonight in AA, Caravel ranked number 1. They are undefeated coming off a 13-0 state championship season last year. Red Lion number 2. Howard number 3. Delaware Military is ranked number 4. Delmar 5. Lake Forest 6. And Woodbridge 7th. In single A, our small schools. Indian River ranked number 1, defending state champs Tatnall number 2, Polytech 3, First State Military Academy 4, St. Elizabeth, Christiana, and Brandywine rounds out the field at number 7. And in AAA, our big class, it's Salesianum, the defending state champs, are number 1. Sussex Central moves back into the number 2 spot, Jim, as Appoquinimink lost to Hodgson last week. Middletown number 3, Appoquinimink number 4, Smyrna 5, Hodgson 6, Capon Lopin 7. The last 2 weeks of the season, some games tomorrow of interest. Smyrna is at St. George's, 11 o'clock kickoff, Appo at William Penn at noon. And then in single A, McKean is at Christiana, 11 o'clock Christiana playing meaningful football for the first time in quite a few years, probably got to go back to the 90s. It's getting closer to kickoff. We're about, 6 minutes away. I want to thank our sponsors for this season, Barclays Heating and Air, Capstone Homes, Jawan Johnson State Farm, Active Pest Solution, Louis Pizza, Win the Day Planner, Sodell Concepts, Arenas Deli, Surf Bagel, Dover Federal Credit Union, and A Precise Touch. At the end of the game, we'll have 2 award winners. Our number 1 will be the Active Pest Solution Pest of the Game, and then the player, the DE 302 player of the game, and they get to don the bling. I thought Malik Bell maybe wanted to take it home last week.
They love it.
He's worn it so many times. We saw him last week, 222 yards for the Golden Knights.
What a good player. Really is.
Folks, we're going to take another commercial timeout, and hopefully have the teams on the field, and we'll be getting ready for kickoff. We'll be back here on Delaware Live Sports.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Jawan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
And welcome back. Captains are on the field, about ready to do the coin toss. And Jim, big game here. They're both 4-4, but with their schedules, both have played a really tough schedule. Both have played some AAA teams. Lake Forest, they played Howard, who's the number 3 team in the district. Laurel played Sussex Central, and Caravel, the number 1 team in their class. So both teams, I think, are battle tested, ready to go. It's going to be maybe a knockdown, drag-out fight here tonight.
I think it's really going to be a good one. We were here for Red Lion, and that was a fantastic game. It really was. Lake Forest has really shown the ability to get a little more going when they needed to move up. And I'm surprised because they're not huge in their mid-level players, their backs and their linebackers, but boy, do they run. And they make it pretty good defense in that.
So Jim, have you ever noticed the instructions get longer as we get later in the season?
I agree with you. I think there's a lot of stoppage too. Maybe it's just because I'm sitting and not on the sidelines anymore.
So Lake Forest won the toss, and they have elected to receive.
And the Spartans will receive.
I didn't get an agenda this week. Usually I get an agenda. I didn't get one this week.
From?
Oh, yeah, athletic director will tell me what's the time.
If there's anything special.
Yeah.
Okay. long of a trip is that for Laurel?
Probably half hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay.
And here come the Laurel Bulldogs, dressed in all white, 4-4. They've qualified for the Single A tournament twice, winning state titles. And here come the Lake Forest Spartans in the light blue and navy blue. So, folks, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be right back with some high school football here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
And welcome back to Lake Forest High School. Getting ready for kickoff here, in our kicking game is brought to you by APT, A Precise Touch, a premier custom home builder located in Lewis, Delaware, renowned for their expertise in new home construction, remodeling, and additions. APT, dedicated to turning your vision of an ideal home into a reality with meticulous precision and superior craftsmanship. Partner with APT to experience unparalleled quality and attention to detail in every residential project. You can learn more about APT on their Facebook page, A Precise Touch, as they bring you tonight's opening kickoff here live from Lake Forest, Felton, Delaware.
Deep for the Spartans, Darian Russell, Navon Pierce.
And Laurel will be kicking off from right to left on your screen. White helmets, white jerseys with red numbers, and white pants with red and gray trim. Lake Forest will be receiving, moving from left to right in the navy blue helmets. Light blue jerseys with white numbers, which is going to be tough, and navy blue pants. And here we go, getting ready to get underway here from Felton, Delaware. The toe hits the pig, and it's a high kick to the front line, called for the fair catch. And we're off and running.
It's a whole new trend this year of the short kicks, the bubble kicks. I didn't know there were that many kicks being run back.
No.
That they've gone to that. I mean, you now got a short field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Under center is Jack Parson, number 3. Aiden Young in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Aiden Young, right side, picks up a few, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Let's get that Lake Forest offense on the screen for you. Jim, first play, kind of what they tend to do week in, week out, is try to get the big man going.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to get him going. There was a nice stop that time. I don't have a number 50. Do we have a number 50 for Laurel?
Yes, Brennan Thompson.
Okay.
Parsons throwing downfield. Has a man breaking open. That's Miller.
Parsons to Miller.
Waiting for a signal from the referee. And they're going to say incomplete, third down.
Last time we were there, he made work at that side of the field.
Let's get our Laurel defense up on the screen. Talked about Keyshawn Copes in the pregame. And they threw that to Littleton's side, so didn't respect my pregame analysis, I guess.
I'm sure they were tuned in.
Oh, yeah. I did see a TV in the locker room. So. Third and call it 7 for the Spartans. Motion with Russ. And it comes back to counter. That's A.J. White, and he's going to be close to a first down. And I believe they're going to say first down for the Spartans.
58, Joe Baynard on that stop, number 58. Read the counter pretty well. Enough for a first down.
First and 10 in plus territory for the Spartans. First drive of the game. Both teams 4-4. A former Henny South contest here tonight. District 3 in AA. Now it's called. Same formation, double wing with Aiden Young in the backfield by himself. And we're going to get an offsides. First penalty of the game. We said limit mistakes in the pregame, Jim.
Yep. Those jumps will add up.
It's going to make it a first and 15 from their own 48. And Miller brings the play in, so they're going to go double tight ends here. Well, they're going to put Navon Pierce out a little bit. It's going to be left side, jump cut. Picks up about 2 on the play.
.44 on the stop, Jonathan Sunday.
Second down ball on the 50. Oh, drops the ball under some pressure. That's Keyshawn Copes with the sack. Parsons did a good job just getting the ball back in his hands there, Jim. It was rolling around on the turf, and Copes makes him pay for it. That's going to bring up a third and call it about 15, 14. Polytech able to get back in the game, 14-14 with 3 minutes left in the half. Those scores brought to you by Surf Bagel. He's going to fake toss, look downfield, throws it out to Russ, and Russ is wrapped up by number 3, Laughlin, Asante Laughlin. Brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, he receiver came out and he just got grabbed and turned on his head. That's what coach was arguing about.
So it'll punt it away, back to return. If we can get a number there. It's usually
it's 11.
Yeah, it's usually Burton. And we have a fake punt. Ball's on the ground, but it doesn't matter. It's a fourth down anyways. Turnover on downs for the Spartans. So Freddie Johnson rolls the dice early, Jim.
Yeah, I can't blame him. If it works, it's all good.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs. Ball at their own 48. And we have a timeout. Lake Forest, somebody didn't get on the field. Jim, on your score sheet, Nance is not wearing 56. Looks like he's wearing 51. So Ian Nance will be number 51.
Okay.
Normally they're wearing special jerseys tonight. So we saw this both times we were here. Freddie Johnson will use timeout. I'm sure he doesn't want to use that one. Here you go.
No.
Your defense is on the field, and you get a starter, doesn't get out there. But he'll use his timeouts. He doesn't usually leave here with any in his pocket.
They're his. He wants to use them.
That's right. So we'll do it again. 1st and 10 from their own 48 are the Bulldogs, and they go right to that triple I. Under center is Kobe Shockley.
They'd love to run a counter ISO out of this. Fake one way. Nope, they brought them all.
Oh, hit in the backfield is Laughlin. Number 18 on the tackle, and I don't have an 18 on my. So this is probably going to be a problem tonight with the special jerseys.
Yes. I do not have an 18 either.
So loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 11. Ball moves back to the 47, and they're going to stay right in that triple I.
Shockley under center for the Bulldogs.
And it's going to be Laughlin again. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 off the right side. So pick up with 4 on the play, brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
I had A.J. White, number 2. Safety on the tackle.
He's going to be a busy man tonight playing both sides of the field.
Yes.
Third down for the Bulldogs, their first drive of the game.
Third down for the Bulldogs.
And it's going to be a toss to Laughlin's got some running room on the left side. He's going to be close. He's going to be about a yard short, maybe less than a yard.
And ran down that time again by White. Number 2 did a nice job coming inside out to make the stop.
So 4th and a hair. So look across. I think we're going to get a measurement. Well, the down marker guy can put his hand in the pocket of the first down guy. So let's see, I think we're going to bring the chains out and we're going to get a measurement. And here come the chains. They are going to be short. So they're going to be a couple inches short. It's going to bring them up 4th down. Probably going to see a quarterback sneak here with Shockley. He's a big quarterback, Jim.
He is. He is. And I've seen him run like some midline option and stuff where they have a lead. He can get up in there.
So Shockley under center. Now he's going to hand it off to the fullback. And he's got enough for the first down. Let's get that Laurel offense up on the screen for you.
Somebody's injured down the bottom of the pile, holding his ankle. I just can't get a number.
Your starting lineup is brought to you by Louis Pizza in Rehoboth Beach, 11 Rehoboth Avenue. Jeff Steps from the Beach and Boardwalk, home of the Grinder. And they got pretty good pizza too, folks. If you don't know what a grinder is, it's a oven-baked sub. I've eaten my 30-some years down there as a police officer. I've eaten probably too many of them.
When it's good, you keep going. Except I count on my wife.
Summertime, I lived there in the summer. Folks, we got a player down. We're going to take a commercial timeout and be back on the other side.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics.
Laurel 0.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch.
Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
And welcome back to Lake Forest High School. Sorry for the audio interruption there, folks. We have it under control now. We move to the second quarter. First and goal from the 8 for the Spartans.
And how about some spices from Loose Knuckle Spices?
Stay in the I formation. Something we don't see them in a lot.
No.
Slot to the far side. Hand off to White, goes right side. Hit after about a short game. Takes the ball down inside the 5. Brings up second down and goal for the Spartans. Tell you, Jim, the Laurel ends are crashing hard.
Yeah, you're right. They're coming right down inside.
A reverse or an option could be a problem.
Yep.
Second and goal from the 4 for the Lake Forest Spartans. No score here in the start of the second quarter. Single back is Aiden Young.
I had 44 on the stop.
Aiden Young up the middle, and he's going to get down close to the goal line. He's going to be just short. Bring up third and goal. At the end of the first quarter, Friends in Tower Hill, 0-0. That score brought to you by Surf Bagel in Midway and Lewis. First and goal from just inside the 1. Or excuse me, third and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised the quarterback steps off to the side.
Quarterback sneak.
There it is.
And that's a touchdown for the Lake Forest Spartans.
He does a great job of getting himself low and driving through the line.
I said, Jim, he is an underrated quarterback here in AA. Not that the quarterback sneak is a great, but he does a good job on it. He's not a big kid.
No. Does a lot of good things.
On the kick is Nolan Elwanger. Gets the hold down. The kick is up. And it's good. Lake Forest takes a 7-0 lead. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
In life, some things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. In life, some things just go together.
And welcome back to Lake Forest High School, Jim Blade Stadium. As this kick brought to you by APT, A Precise Touch, custom home builders in the Lewis, Delaware area. Updated score in Wilmington. Polytech takes a 16-14 lead at halftime over Brandywine. Polytech ranked number 3 in the state. Brandywine number 7. Elwanger will kick it away. Back deep. Looks like Khalid Burton. And I believe that is it 3 Laughlin.
Elwanger with a kick for the Spartans. The design company.
And kicks this one deep down inside to the 10. Brings it out to the 20, 25, 30. He'll be taken down about the 30, 31-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. So Jim's second crack at it for Laurel.
Yeah, that was a nice drive put on by Lake. And I'm sure they want to get that back as fast as they can.
Start of the third quarter. Indian River now leads Conrad 22-14. That score brought to you by Surf Bagel.
Scoring update at the end of the first quarter. Sussex Tech 7, Woodbridge 0.
Oof. And that's going to be a handoff to the wing. To Niblet on the carry. Picks up. Looks to be about 4. We're at second down. Owen Smith on our sideline camera tonight. Brandon Hill up top of the box.
You have 19?
Brian Rivera, he's not on the roster.
Okay,
I was able to get it from the announcer.
Nice stop of folding back in.
2nd and 6. Motion again. This time it's going to be up the middle. No, he's going to be a
counter.
reverse.
Counter with
White on the tackle.
Great hit.
Mr. Electric, A.J. White.
No gain on the play. That was 9 on the tackle. Damian Brewington. Oh, correct. No, I'm sorry. The ball carrier was number 9.
White with
That's Hopkins.
Good smack. That's his 3rd tackle.
3rd and 6 here for Laurel. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Shockley drops back, flushed out of the pocket, throws downfield, has a man. I believe it's waiting for a call. Gonna call incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
4th and 6 for the Bulldogs.
A flag on the play. It's going to be a hold or so a personal foul on Lake Forest. Like it was a roughing the passer. Or?
It's a shame because they were about to get the ball back.
Right. And we talk all the time, Jim, about the 15-yarders. They're brutal. You're about to get off the field on 3rd down, and you get a personal foul. Now it's in plus territory. 1st and 10, a new life for Laurel in a 7-0 game.
And it makes your flip on the field worse.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 48 of Lake Forest. They move to the shotgun. I think he ran into his own player.
Yep.
Oh, but had that with a lot of grass in front of him.
And one of the Laurel linemen getting Hopkins back in the huddle.
Yeah, he came up a little hot after that. I'm not sure what happened.
I think he ran into his own player, didn't he?
No, I couldn't even.
3rd and 10. Or excuse me, 2nd and 10. Lake Forest leads 7-0, 8:54 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Winner gets a little closer to a state tournament bid. Lake Forest could, with a pair of Woodbridge wins, getting a tie for the conference district title. Shockley's going to drop back, look left, throws downfield. And incomplete down the sideline. So he's intended for Laughlin. Or Niblet, correction, 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they haven't been able to really complete anything yet. They got a lot of territory over here on the right.
Shockley, a left-handed quarterback. Third down here for Laurel. Looks over the middle, incomplete. Broken up by White. Brings up a 4th down.
fourth down for the Bulldogs.
You know, Nance was hanging right around there, their inside linebacker. They do a really nice job. They take their read step, and they're looking through the guards, and then they'll react. But they're two good inside linebackers.
High snap, gets it down, kicks it away. High floater, going to bounce out about the 14 and then go out of bounds inside the 10. First and 10 for the Spartans with a long field to go.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. That 15-yard penalty made quite a difference in where they're starting with their drive.
Polytech now leads Brandywine third quarter 21-16. $8:34 to play here. Lake Forest with their third series of the game.
Scoring update. Polytech over Red Lion, 21-16.
So ball at the 9, first and 10 for Lake Forest. Motion comes to the near side. Going to be handoff up the middle.
So
and that's Aiden Young. He's going to have enough for Lake Forest first down.
He really did a nice job of sidestepping up in the hole, following his lead back. And I had number 7 on the tackle, Parker.
So first and 10 here for Lake Forest. And they're going to have a flag on the play as Aiden Young runs away 40, 50, brought down from behind. But there's a flag on the play. Burton chased him down.
They're running straight in, putting the fullback on the inside linebacker. Excuse me, was not the fullback. It was just a huge hole. Great job by the fullback.
So the penalty on Laurel declined. So illegal substitution for Laurel, penalty decline. First and 10 for Lake Forest at the 42 of Laurel.
Young, big gain all the way down to the 42-yard line. First down, Spartans.
Young alone in the backfield. Split slot to the far side. White goes in motion. Hand off to Young up the middle. Moves out to the right side. Picks up about 1.
Yep. Brought down that time by Copes, number 5. But they're trying to just seal that off and get him at the tight end and tackle box.
Second and 9 here for Lake Forest. And Miller comes wide, and Pierce comes wide to the near side. Young alone in the backfield behind Parson under center, and we have a whistle. Timeout, Lake Forest. We're going to stay right here as the Spartans take a timeout.
That's their second one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second and 9. And you're right, they have not shown really any counter or reverse action yet.
Okay. Well, when you see 6 go in motion, that's usually when it's coming.
Yeah.
When he goes in that deep motion.
On this left side is where I saw several passes to White.
Second and 9 here for the Lake Forest Spartans. Coming off the Lake Forest timeout.
And he's on Benny White is on the left wing.
There's this toss to Russ. Gets it inside the 40-35, pulled back down.
Inside the 35-yard line.
Going to be short of the first down. Going to be about a third and call it 3.
pretty sure that time for Laurel, it was Hopkins, number 9, outside linebacker. And they're chunking away. They have plenty of time.
Third and, we'll say it's 2. 3rd and 2 here for Lake Forest. Ball at the 34 of Laurel. They lead 7-0, 6:23 and counting here in the first half. White goes in motion. Toss to White. And it's going to be a pass. He's got a man wide open.
Darius Miller pitch to White. White to Miller for 6 points.
Touchdown for Lake Forest. So White drew the respect of the secondary.
He did a nice job of just trotting out real slow and then boom, like that, taking off.
Miller could have fair caught that one.
Yeah.
He had plenty of time, nobody around. On the kip is Elwanger. And it's like Peeler is the holder. I can't see who the center is. I'm looking through this double dark window. And that one's blocked. So we're going to take a quick commercial timeout here. Your score with 6:06 to play in the first half. Lake Forest 13, Laurel 0.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across Central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
And welcome back. Your Surf Bagel Out-of-Town scoreboard. Brandywine and Polytech going back and forth. Brandywine now leads 23-21, third quarter, early third quarter. Elwanger will kick it away. And it's going to go bounce inside the 10, the 5, through the end zone, touchback for the Spartans. Indian River starting to pull away down in Dagsboro. They lead Conrad 29-14, second half. We got to see them against Polytech, and they are a very good second half football team. Indian River, that is. They did the same thing. They're a tight game. I think they were losing at the half there in that game. So 6:06 to play here. Laurel get the ball to their 20 after the touchback. They trail 13-0. It's going to be a toss. Ball's on the ground. I think Lake Forest got it. They did. Turnover for the Spartans.
Huge.
On the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they're in there. They're double twins. He never was able to put it away. Yep.
Fumble ball recovered at the 16.
I have Raekwon Sullivan with the fumble recovery, number 52.
So short slot here to the near side. Young alone in the backfield. Motion comes. And it's going to be a toss out to Russ. Russ has it at the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's going to be taken out of bounds around the 2-3 yard line. But we have whistles and flag. And it's going to be a hold on the Spartans. Their third penalty of the game. Friends lead Tower Hill 7-0. Big independent rivalry up in Wilmington. Friends looking to stay alive in the AA hunt, state tournament hunt.
That's quite a one-man band that they have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to see him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he was good. Going to Harvard.
That's going to push it back to the 14. 1st and 13 from the 14. Fakes the pitch, trap up the middle. That's Russ, takes it down inside the 15. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. And another flag on the play.
Ay, ay, ay. And on the
face mask on Lake Forest.
33, Johnson in there on the stop. And Parker.
Probably the stiff arm. That's going to march at 15 against the Spartans.
Now it's starting to add up.
Yeah, now they're back to 1st and about 21. They stay in their tight formation. Miller does come out a little bit here on the near side. Under pressure and sacked.
Nice pursuit. He couldn't get enough depth with the end being upfield.
It was Baynard and Singh in on the sack.
Yep.
So 2nd and 26 here for Lake Forest. Ball at their own at the Laurel 32. 4:48 to play and counting. They go to the shotgun, slot to the Forest, but slot to both sides. Hand off to Young. Breaks the tackle, gets down inside the 30, close to the 25.
And that's what you were talking about earlier. He was riding that into the hole, and if he sees that he can take it, what they'll usually do is push the ball in against the running back's stomach. And the running back cannot take it.
Brings up a 3rd and 19 for Lake Forest. Ball at the 26-yard line of Laurel. Lake Forest leads 13-0 here, going under 4 minutes.
And Johnson again on the stop.
And Joey Jones getting a quick timeout here. Something he didn't like in that formation. We're going to take a timeout with him. Your score, Lake Forest 13, Laurel 0.
Union. Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to Felton at Jim Blade Stadium, where the Spartans lead 13-0, facing a 3rd and 21? 3rd and 19. 3rd and 19 here. In the shotgun is Parson. Drops back, rolls right, under pressure from Copes, and throws incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and 19. Copes again, right on his tail.
Yeah, he's pretty active.
Score out of Wilmington. Slazanum leads Hodgson 8-0 That was a 7:30 kickoff, so it's probably fairly early in that game. We're fourth down here at the 26, 4th and 19.
So it's a shame because this drive was really impacted by those penalties.
Three straight penalties and one of them being a 15-yarder.
Oh, they gave you a nice cushion going into halftime.
And Lake Forest is going to take their final timeout. And we'll just stay right here, see if we can get some updates. Polytech jumps back out. Talk about back and forth. They now lead 28-23. For anyone that doesn't want to go away. Indian River leads Conrad 29-14, third quarter. Archmere leads Odessa 21-1. I don't know how that's possible. Well, you can't just kick an extra point by itself. So, but that's what it says. That's what somebody's reporting. 3:40 to play here. Parsons looks left, throws, fade to Miller. And he's going to get the call.
I was wondering.
Unless they're calling the other way. He did throw a flag, right? Or no?
I didn't see a flag.
Oh, I thought I saw.
I think Freddie's begging for one.
Oh, I thought he threw one. I thought I saw him throw one, but maybe not. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. Laurel's going to dodge a bullet here with 3:33 to play. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Shockley drops back, throws. Oh, has a man. He has a receiver out to the 45. That's 2. Niblett on the catch. I found an update on that. Is Archmere leading Odessa 21-7. Somebody like me with fat thumbs, probably.
Torres.
Oh, big hit right at the 50.
Yeah.
But he's going to pick up about 4 on the play. That was Laughlin on the carry, picks up 4.
White on the stop again.
With a big hit right at the 50. 2nd and 6 here for Laurel. Under 3 minutes to play. And that's going to be a big gang tackle after a gain of 2.
Coming off the belly.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Laughlin on the carry.
Yeah, they had quite the gang tackle on that one.
3rd and 4 here for Laurel. Hand off to Laughlin's going to pick up 2. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2.
Under 2 minutes left. Nice stop by Cannon.
Looks like Coach Jones is going to let the clock run down. And probably take a timeout.
So Cannon getting a little bit of time on the D line. Somebody probably needed a break.
So Coach Joe Jones takes a timeout here with 1:01 left in the first half, facing a 4th and 2. Folks, we're going to take a chance to take a quick commercial timeout ourselves. We'll be right back on the other side.
You've probably seen this a lot, but not all pest solutions come from a can. At Active Pest Solutions, we don't spray and pray. Professionalism and continuing education sets us apart.
We are Quality Pro certified, the mark of excellence in pest management.
And we have an associate certified entomologist on staff,
providing environmentally sound solutions to our customers.
Our proactive pest plan offers the best pledge guarantee in the industry. We do what others don't.
Active Pest Solutions. Call or visit us online today. It's active without the E.
And welcome back to Felton. We're at Lake Forest High School, James Blaze Stadium. Coming off the Laurel timeout. It's going to be a 4th and 2 for the Dogs. And they're going to punt it away. High punt. It's going to bounce right around the 30 and roll, take a Laurel roll. Where they'll down at about the 6-yard line. So Lake Forest will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 6 with 48 seconds remaining in the half.
I just got an alert that Sussex Tech.
Yeah, up 14-0 on Woodbridge.
14-0. Wow, what a great turnaround performance this week.
Brandywine takes back the lead. They now lead Polytech 30-28 with 1:10 left in the third quarter. Wow, what a third quarter they're having over there.
48
that game was in the teens at half. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. White goes in motion, handoff to Aiden Young up the middle.
And boy, they are back dancing close to the goal line.
Gain of about 1 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 9.
Baynard on the stop. Number 58. He's been active in there. Down to 10 seconds.
So Parsons will take a knee, and that's going to take us into halftime. Folks, Dover Federal Credit Union voted an 8-time First State favorite credit union. You can bank with a winner when you choose Dover Federal Credit Union. Your Federal Credit Union halftime score, Lake Forest 13, Laurel 0. We'll be back with top plays of the week and some commercials, and we'll be back with some halftime stats brought to you by Win the Day Planner at the end of the half. Got some running room at the 30. To the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Malik Bell. He rings the bell early tonight.
And that's run up and caught for a touchdown. What a play.
Senators.
Has 3 locations, all conveniently located on Route 1 in Lewis, Bethany Beach, and Fenwick Island. Matt's serves fresh seafood, coastal classics, and Sussex County comfort food. With an array of camp cocktails, craft ales, and a carefully selected wine list, there's something for everyone on the menu. Matt's is the place you can bring your family for dinner, grab lunch during the week, or hang with friends at happy hour. Each location offers unique outdoor dining and a raw bar featuring fresh, local oysters. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Stop into Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Bethany.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Prevent unwanted house guests from invading your home. With cold weather coming, overwintering pests are headed inside. If you're not proactive, you could be left with a pest problem.
Expertise is needed to inspect, identify a problem, and offer environmentally sound solutions like Active Pest Solutions.
Prevention is the key to stopping cluster flies, stink bugs, crickets, and mice from entering your home. Protect your home with a proactive pest plan. Contact Active Pest Solutions, your local pest expert.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Matt's Fish Camp has 3 locations, all conveniently located on Route 1 in Lewis, Bethany Beach, and Fenwick Island. Matt serves fresh seafood, coastal classics, and Sussex County comfort food. With an array of camp cocktails, craft ales, and a carefully selected wine list, there's something for everyone on the menu. Matt's is the place you can bring your family for dinner, grab lunch during the week, or hang with friends at happy hour. Each location offers unique outdoor dining and a raw bar featuring fresh, local oysters. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Stop into Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Bethany, or Fenwick.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
I would always pass by.
Has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy.
And welcome back to Lake Forest High School. It's time for our halftime stats brought to you by Win the Day Planner. Win the Day Planner developed by Dan Rigby, teacher at Cesar Rodney High School, former wrestling coach at both Cesar Rodney and Milford High School. And you saw last week with my interview with him the development of the planner and how it can be used in everyday life. But let's get to the halftime stats. Jim, it's showing the stats are showing how lopsided this game is. Laurel, 42 total yards, 22 rushing, 20 passing. They had the 1 turnover, but they did dodge a bullet on that. They weren't able to score on it. Lake Forest, 202 yards total, 170 rushing, 32 passing. They have 8 first downs in this game. Parsons went on a 1-yard quarterback sneak with 10:25 to play in the second quarter after a scoreless first quarter. Nolan Elwanger with the extra point, and the Spartans went up 7-0. And then we had a halfback pass from A.J. White to Darius Miller, 30 of 32 yards for a touchdown with 6:06 to play in the half. The kick was blocked, and it gives us the 13-6 score. Let's talk about some individual stats in this game. A.J. White, 6 carries, 62 yards. Aiden Young carrying the load tonight, 9 carries, 82 yards. Hopkins for Laurel has 6 carries for 16 yards. Miller has 1 catch for 32 yards. That was a touchdown, and Niblett with 1 catch for 20. Parsons 0 for 6 on the night passing. Shockley is 1 of 5 for 20 yards, and White, passing from the halfback position, is 1 of 1 for 32 yards. So Jim, your thoughts on that first half?
I'm a little surprised. I thought that it would be closer. Laurel just could not sustain things. And to be honest with you, Laurel's very fortunate because if Lake didn't have that series of penalties on their last drive, they may have well scored another one.
Right.
So they're up 2 scores, but I wouldn't count Laurel out. Not by any means. They'll go in at halftime, make an adjustment, and find what's going to work for them.
Folks, some updated scores around the state. Indian River now leads Conrad 43-20. Indian River on their way to a district championship. Brandywine throws a left. Polytech throws a right. Brandywine with an uppercut. Polytech with a haymaker. Your score in the fourth quarter, Polytech 35, Brandywine 30. Back and forth, those two go like 2 heavyweights.
Blue ticket, 258.
You swear people don't play defense.
Yeah. Defense optional, right?
Yes. That could come to play with us.
We do have an upset in the brewing out of Lewis. Go at halftime. Cape Henlopen trails Dover 14-6.
And we had a chance to watch Dover last 2 weeks, and they are improving. I mean, they ran 2 plays and had 14 points before.
Right. So both teams back on the field. About 2 minutes left here in the halftime. Look at our field cameras. Owen Smith up top of the booth. Brandon Hill. I'm Benny Mitchell with Jim Tack. Our statistician, Dave Marvel, giving us a win the day planner stats. Matthew Westcott hanging around helping us out. He'll have the all-important job here in about 18 minutes of getting that chain down to the sideline. The 302 bling for our player of the game, Kristen Mitchell back in Lewis, updating us with the scores.
When I saw young ladies last week wanting to get their picture taken with the chain, I was impressed. So it's gained its own little section of fans, and that's all good. It's what people are doing. Like I said, I watched Akron a couple weeks ago. Now, they put an old tire around their neck for Akron rubber.
Right.
But it's become the thing. Some of them stuff basketballs on the sidelines. Yeah. I'm sure we'll see some good ones tomorrow.
Well, it's made its way to other sports, too. Caesar Rodney had the pin chain one year, and then they had the pin belt last year.
Okay.
So every time somebody got a pin, they had the belt until the next guy got a pin. A couple guys, they got a pin, nobody saw it again.
It's all good for spirit. It's not hurting anybody. Well, we had to go to the WWE to learn how to celebrate.
That's right.
The real wrestling.
Right.
Oh, goodness. I don't know how many wrestling leagues there are now. They're all over the place.
There's a bunch of them in there. Getting ready to start the third quarter here. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Laurel will get the ball to start the second half. Middletown leads St. Mark's 34-0.
Wow.
Coming off a loss. I heard their quarterback Cunningham was back this week.
Okay.
Start off the second half.
And then playoffs will start
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 8 teams in each division. We'll have a first-round game for you, and then we switch to NFHS Network. It'll be our cruise, and we'll carry the semifinals and the finals. So Lake Forest will kick it off, moving left to right. Laurel moving right to left. And back deep goes Khalid Burton and number 7, Shakai Parker. He has got track speed. Parker does. And the last we heard was, Tech upsetting Woodbridge 14-0.
Yes.
Oh, off the hands of Parker. He's going to pick it up about his 5. Looking for some blockers, but he sees a lot of blue jerseys. And he's going to get it out across the 15. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
A big stop for my man Hutton.
So Laurel start their first possession deep in their own territory. Really not been able to catch a break yet tonight, Jim.
Right. I'll tell you, there were some people flying down on that one on the kickoff.
1st and 10, Shockley under center. Handoff up the middle. And going to pick up a couple. I haven't got a number of the ball carrier yet. Looks like number 3, Laughlin on the kick in. Was that 3 or 9? Because they're built about the same.
Yeah, and it's interesting now because they're almost in a 6. Lake Forest has brought another man up, so they're in a 6-2 type of set.
Shockley looks downfield, has broken up. He had Niblett breaking open. Hodnett on the breakup. So that brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Dogs.
Yeah, and that looked like it was tipped, quite possibly at the line.
I said in the pregame, Shockley, he throws darts.
Yeah.
He doesn't put air into nothing. He gets it to that receiver and he gets it to him quickly when he can. So third down coming up for the Bulldogs at their own 18-yard line.
Go Spartan fans, make some noise.
Shockley in the shotgun.
Shotgun. Low snap.
Looking downfield. Has a man breaking open. And that is Khalid Burton. First down for the Bulldogs. Nice catch by the young man.
Good catch. The ball was right there. And actually the coverage was not bad. It was right with him.
Big first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was a great ball.
First down in plus territory. Ball at the 44 of Lake Forest. Motion comes near side. Handoff off the middle. There's a man in the backfield. Got Laughlin initially able to step forward for about 3. Brings up second down.
Looked like we had 19.
That's 19. 18 is Rivera, who's not on the roster.
Yeah.
And there's no 19 either.
There's no 19 on the roster. Mr. and Mrs.
That's right. 2nd and 7 here for the Bulldogs. And up the middle again.
Atlantic Autobrokers scoring update. Delmar 35, Milford 0 at the half.
Like 63 that time. Chase Lewis was in there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and call it 5 here for Laurel. Speed sweep. Oh, reverse. It's just
and they caught it.
Too much traffic. Flag on the play. There was just a whole lot going on in there, Jim.
Yeah, yeah.
First half penalties. I had Lake Forest 4 for 45 and Laurel 1 for 5. Face mask on Lake Forest. That's their second one in this game.
Yeah. And the 2 inside linebackers were in there that time.
Well, I think they kind of blew it up. There was like a blocking back that
Nance and Torres. Yeah.
So first down for Laurel on the penalty.
Another face mask.
That's the difference between grabbing and tackling.
Yes, absolutely. And again, put themselves in a position to end the drive. Now
Ball at the 25. 1st and 10, Laurel Bulldogs. They trail 13-0 here in the third quarter. And it's going to be a toss. And nowhere to go. White sniffs it out. That was pitched out to number 7, Shakai Parker.
Yeah, White came right down. He's playing a tight safety position, only at about 6 yards, and they were rotating. Did a nice job of rotating out of cover 2 into cover 3, and that's White's 5th tackle.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11. Shockley's going to go to the shotgun. He's got Laughlin to his left. Trips to the far side. Looking left. Pulls it in. Throws down the middle of the field. Incomplete. Broken up by Miller.
Very close to being over the line also. Very close.
Also took a hit as he let it go.
Yeah, that was about as close as it can get.
So this is going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the Lake Forest 26. This is the closest they've gotten tonight.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, if Lake gets his penalty situation straightened out, they're going to be really tough going into playoffs.
Right. And we have whistles on the play. Timeout, Lake Forest. Folks, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back on the other side of this commercial timeout.
The Clubhouse at Baywood is a full-service restaurant and is the premier wedding and event venue in coastal Delaware. The all-inclusive venue features breathtaking views, stunning indoor and outdoor spaces, custom menus, and a team of professionals to help you with any event. The restaurant features a chef-driven menu and is the perfect place to enjoy a night out with friends, dinner with your family, or a happy hour drink on the outdoor veranda overlooking the award-winning greens and gardens. Open 7 days a week year-round for lunch, dinner, and all your events. See you soon!
And coming back from the timeout. Updated score, Brandywine 38, Polytech 35. Just trading blows up in Wilmington. Yeah. We're facing 3rd and 11 here, 13-0 lead for the Lake Forest Spartans. Shockley in the shotgun, Dupadoo on the edges. Shockley 3 steps back, throws, and his receiver lost his footing. Incomplete. Slipped coming out of the break. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Folks, you're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. We're in Felton, Delaware at James Blade Stadium, where the Lake Forest Spartans lead 13-0.
Yeah, having a little trouble with their pass game. Oh, it'd be interesting maybe if there's some trickeration here.
4th down. High snap, taps it to himself, cuts up, and has some running room, and just nowhere to go. Lost sack on the play, turnover on downs. The Lake Forest ball at their own 30. So Shockley trying to make something out of nothing.
They did a nice job of pinning him in.
Spartans take over on downs.
They'll mark it down at the 27. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest at their own 27. They lead 13-0. 8:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Coming up in the postgame, we'll have our Active Pest Solution Pest of the Game and our DE 302 Player of the Game.
Parsons under center, I formation in right field, Young and White.
And it's going to be a handoff to White. And White picks up about 6 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
On the stop that time.
Wilmington Friends holding on to that 7-0 lead late 3rd quarter over Tower Hill.
Parker, number 7, and 9, Hopkins.
2nd and 4 for the Spartans. I formation. And Laurel showing blitz. It's going to be White again. Picks up a couple.
Like, we had Niblet down in there, number 2 at the bottom. And this is any indication, they want to pound and keep that clock running.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and call it 2. Motion comes to the near side, handoff to Aiden Young. He's got the 1st down. And he runs a little angry.
Yeah, he slams it in pretty darn well.
1st down for the Spartans at their own 41.
Well, I had 21 on that. Did you? I'm missing numbers.
And Laurel timeout. And we're going to take one with him. Your score with 6:22 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lake Forest 13, Laurel 0.
like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
And welcome back to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Coming back off the Laurel timeout. Both teams have 2 timeouts left.
Looks like we're ready to go.
First and 10 here for Lake Forest. Receivers wide to both sides. Russ goes in motion, handoff to Aiden Young. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and maybe a step. Going to bring up second down.
Yeah, nice job in there by the down lineman. Just blocking that up.
Second and 10 for the Spartans. Slot to the far side. Parsons drive back, throws the fade to Miller. Miller, one-handed catch at the 25.
Wow.
And a flag on the play.
What a grab.
Defensive hold, that's going to be a decline, but what a catch.
Awesome catch by Darius Miller by dragging a Bulldog with him.
Yeah, I think he was holding his
left arm. So you know what? You got my left arm, I'll catch it with my right.
Yeah. Nice job.
So that takes the ball down to the 16-yard line of Laurel. Shane's just now getting down there. I guess I had to get directions. There we go. Clock underway. Ball at the 16. In the red zone for the Spartans for the fourth time tonight. And it's going to be a handoff to A.J. White. Has some running room, gets down inside the 10. Tripped up, big second down. Second and 3 for the Spartans. Ball at the 9. Young lone back in the backfield. Looks left, throws a fade to, or the out pattern to Pierce. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 3.
Two down to get the first. Again, 42 was in there and really made it difficult. Has hands up in his face. And
3rd and 3 here for the Spartans. Ball at the 9. Aiden Young, the lone back in the backfield. Russ and White on the wings.
They're in an unbalanced set.
And that's going to be Aiden Young takes it down about the 7. Pickup of 2. It's going to bring up a 4th and short. They got a field goal kicker. I want the kick here to get the 16-point lead. It doesn't look like it. Give him a gain of 1 on the play. 4th and 2.
Tell you what, they did a heck of a job in there defensively that time. I wonder if they'll do the quarterback step back. Usually 2 yards and under.
I formation with Russ in the deep I. Gives it to Aiden Young.
It's going to be close.
He takes it down just inside the 6.
Oh, the lineman gave the signal. It has to be right.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to get a measurement. Second one of the night.
.33 in there again. Tristan Johnson on the stop. No, nobody's jumping around yet.
And they got the first down. So first and goal, Lake Forest.
A great camera shot here.
Yeah. It's Owen Smith in on the action. Got him a new tripod down there.
He's always getting some kind of gifts.
That's right.
Yeah, they have eaten up this quarter.
Seth Parson brings the play in from the sideline. First and goal from the 6. And up the middle again with Young. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play, 2 or 3 on the play. And brings up a second and goal.
Yeah, that was close. Their guard was just getting down in his stance. He just got down in before the ball was snapped.
Upset alert in single A. Brandywine beats Polytech 38-35.
Wow. Wow.
That's going to be Young again. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Spartans. So Lake Forest goes up 19-0. Lake Forest still with an outside chance to win the district title. But with Woodbridge going down, that looks like that's just not going to happen. They needed a Woodbridge win tonight and next week. Elwanger in to kick the extra point. Holds down, kicks up, it's good. 20-0 here in Felton. Folks, we'll be back after this commercial timeout.
Years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. For over 15 years, our company has been building homes.
And welcome back to Felton. 20-0 is the score. Lake Forest. 2:37 to play here in the third quarter. And like you said, Jim, they chewed up a chunk.
A lot of time. And that'll put Laurel into the score onside kick.
Right. Kicks it deep to about the 10. That's where Parker will take it at the 20. Outside the 25, 30. 35, 40. Gets knocked out of bounds by Russ. Knocked out of bounds at the 43. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. So what a game our Upstate crew had. Back and forth in that second half between Polytech and Brandywine. 71 points scored in the game. First and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation, 2-by-2 on the edges. And going to be a handoff to Laughlin. Laughlin unable to break away from the tackle in the backfield. Does pick up 2 on the play.
And that big nose guard is getting better every week. He's only a freshman, and he was in the backfield and made that stop. And we've seen him earlier in the year, and he just continues to progress. 300-pounder.
Mm-hmm. Second and 7 here for Laurel. Shockley back, throws downfield, has a man open. That's Khalid Burton. Incomplete, broken up by Miller.
Good coverage by Miller. Ran with him the whole way.
So I guess Marvin Dooley had a halftime talk there, Jim. It's now 14-14 midway through the third quarter.
Oh.
So breathing life back in Lake Forest's chances to force a tie for the district title.
Right.
If Woodbridge can win back-to-back weeks and Lake Forest can hold on to this lead and then beat Milford in a rivalry game next week in the Battle of the Bell, they'd be getting the calculators out. We have to loan them Dave Marble.
Any word on Milford's fullback?
Out for the season.
Okay.
MCL. And high to Burton, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th and 7. And back to punt is Copes.
I thought maybe he'd go for it. I mean, when you're at the 3-score tier,
right,
it's a little different.
And gets it off high, end over end. Takes a Laurel bounce. And going to be inside the 15 down, about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, Lake Forest at their own 11. Minute 10 to play here in the third quarter. Dover still holds the lead. It's like 21-14 maybe. Scoreboard's a little blurry down there in Lewis.
Well, and you and I talked about that they were getting better.
Right.
Dover was getting better. And they had a backup quarterback who was throwing the heck out of the
Could
ball.
sling that baby, couldn't he?
Yeah.
1st and 10 here for Lake Forest. Toss play to White. White to the 15-20. Puts his head down, gets some more.
Oh,
puts his head
boy.
down again, out of bounds,
Yeah.
but enough for a first down.
What a run. Wow. He's doing some bowling here. 1. Yeah, he really took on some people.
.58 seconds to play here in the third. Ball out to the 32. Slot to the far side, Aiden Young behind, Parson under center. Russ goes in motion, handoff to Young left side. Not a whole lot there, maybe a yard.
Young picks up a yard for the Spartans.
We're 20-0 here as time runs down in the third quarter. Woodbridge and Sussex Tech tied at 14. That's a big, important game here for Lake Forest.
Yeah,
the Sussex Tech, a team coming on late. Big win over Milford last week. Played Delmar within a touchdown. 2nd and 10 for the Spartans.
Yeah, and they had 2 weeks ago. They did not look good, Tech.
And that's an illegal procedure on Lake Forest.
But obviously, the win against Milford and the way they're playing tonight.
We did that homecoming game here for Lake Forest, 57-0. Lake Forest touched the ball 8 times, scored 8 times.
Wow.
So illegal procedure on Lake Forest. Makes it a 2nd and 15, excuse me.
Ugh.
And the Spartans are going to let the time run out, folks. Dover Federal Credit Union voted 8-time first state favorite credit union. You can bank with a winner when you choose Dover Federal Credit Union. Your third quarter score, Lake Forest 20, Laurel 0. We'll be back after this commercial timeout.
Prevent unwanted house guests from invading your home. With cold weather coming, overwintering pests are headed inside. If you're not proactive, you could be left with a pest problem.
Expertise is needed to inspect, identify a problem, and offer environmentally sound solutions like active pest solutions.
Prevention is the key to stopping cluster flies, stink bugs, crickets, and mice from entering your home. Protect your home with a proactive pest plan. Contact Active Pest Solutions, your local pest expert.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Prevent unwanted house guests from invading.
And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter.
I have Woodbridge up now, 22-14.
Lake Forest, first-year defensive coordinator Josh Webb pitching a shutout here so far tonight. Yeah. And he's brought this team a long way. This is what their concern at the beginning of the season was, their defense. 1st and 10 here, or excuse me, 2nd and 15 here for. It's going to be a reverse to Russ, and Copes is just going to wrap him up and take him for a loss.
Copes' third tackle, along with a sack this evening. Just missed that block on the end.
3rd and 17. Slot to the far side. Parson drops back, throws, fade to Miller, incomplete.
That was great coverage. He bellied up.
With Shakai Parker on the coverage.
Ran with him, but didn't shove. Very good coverage. Step for step.
That brings up 4th down, and the Spartans will punt it away.
Well, if I was Laurel, pin him back and let's go.
Right.
Got to go try to block this. Need to shorten the field here. 11 minutes to go.
Burton stands at his own 40. Miller to punt it away.
He came from the sidelines, Benny. I'm sorry. And he almost blocked the punt. The young man you saw enter, he timed it up from the sidelines.
Wow.
He only had 10 on the field.
Good get him, kid.
Look at him coming in. Oh, my goodness. That's a first.
Right.
I have not seen that one before.
So Laurel takes over 1st and 10 from their own 41. 10:53 to play here. They lead 20-0. Parker in motion, takes the handoff left side. And there's a penalty flag on the play. You're right there in the old holding area.
I'll tell you. 51. He is really something.
He and Nance. One of our players to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that big, but physical. Just throws himself into everything.
Holding penalty on Laurel. Score out of Lewis. Dover leads Cape and Lopin 21-14, third quarter. And Woodbridge now 22-14, Sussex Tech. Or over Sussex Tech, 22-14.
Little trap in there.
Nothing there.
And again, on the stop, I really I like what their linebackers do. The other thing that helps is they got to double that big nose guard.
Right.
And when you see that double, then you come. That's your clue to get up inside.
They're taking him out now.
Well, they maybe suspect a pass.
Second down and 18 for the Bulldogs. Shockley in the shotgun. Looking left, or looking right, excuse me. And intended for Niblett, incomplete. Took a hit as he threw it.
Smart move by Miller. In the old days, he would have laid him out running the route up the sideline.
Right.
And he backed off, saved himself from getting 15 yards. Smart move.
Third down and 18 for Laurel. And it looks like, Jim, they're going to bring the defensive backs back into kind of a little bit of a – no, they bring it back up. I thought they were going to go to like a prevent there. And it's a handoff up the middle. Breaks away from a tackle outside 35 to the 40. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Laughlin on the carry. Picks up about 8. Brings up 4th and 10.
Stop by 19. They've kept a bunch of people up there.
And whistle's on the play. Not sure what that was. So they put it back in the same spot. So we'll punt it again. Oh, high snap. They may have got a piece of that. Took a funny spin, but takes a big Laurel roll down inside the 25.
Yeah, because it was destined. It was going to be 15 yards shorter.
Right.
And he got the lucky roll out of it. And now I'm sure that Lake is going to try to
eat up clock,
grind this, lay on it, lay on him, get up slow, stay in the huddle. When you see the hand go up in this by the back judge, it's time to snap it.
Folks, APT, A Precise Touch, is a premier custom home builder located in Lewis, Delaware, renowned for their expertise in new home construction, remodeling, and additions. APT dedicated to turning your vision of an ideal home into reality with meticulous precision and superior craftsmanship. Partner with APT to experience an unparalleled quality and attention to detail in every residential project. You can learn more about APT on their Facebook page at A Precise Touch. Thank you to them for sponsoring some of our broadcasts here tonight. First and 10 for Lake Forest. Sweep and wrapped up in the backfield. That was Russ on the carry. Niblett on the tackle. That's going to bring up a second down.
Yeah, it almost looked like, yeah, they did. They faked like they were going to run the option and brought him back around. Too much penetration at that time.
Brings up second and 15 for the Spartans at their own 18. 8:27 and counting to play here in the game. Lake Forest, their playoffs already started trying to get in the tournament. 4-4 record. White goes in motion, tossed to White, and there's that.
He's open.
Passing wide open to Pierce. Pierce at the 40, the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lake Forest.
What a play.
He gets so much respect when his hands go on the ball.
Yeah.
That's 2 touchdown passes tonight for White. 26-0 Lake Forest. Elwanger on for the extra point.
Sokowski, the long snapper. Tyler, the holder. Elwanger, the kicker.
Up and good, 27-0. Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. Be back on the other side.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel. Welcome to Surf Bagel.
And welcome back. Lake Forest, big lead here, 27-0. 8 minutes left to play in the game. Elwanger will kick it away. Parker with the ball at the 10. And wrapped up and tackled right about the 30. Be first down for the Bulldogs. Delmar beats Milford 35-0. The Milford Bucks will be here at Lake Forest next week for the Battle of the Bell.
Battle of the Bell from the railroad days.
I used to know how much the bell weighed, but I've lost it in my notes.
Okay.
It was a trivia question one year. How much does the bell weigh? Coming up in the postgame, we'll have the pest of the game and our DE 302 player of the game. Pest of the game brought to you by Active Pest Solution. And player of the game brought to you by Delaware Live Sports, or 302 Sports. Shockley in the shotgun, hands off to Laughlin, and wrapped up after a gain of about 2.
By number 51.
Oh, not Ian Nance again.
He is active.
Well, he could possibly be the Active Pest Solution pest of the game. You
Possibly. Possibly.
2nd and 8 here for Laurel.
I really like the way he plays linebacker.
Two by two on the edges. Shockley in the shotgun. Looks. Oh, that's not Shockley. That's a new quarterback, I believe. Completes the pass. Jim, if you get your binoculars, I think we have a different quarterback. Unless Shockley's throwing with his right hand now. Yeah, it looks like number 12. Micah Niblett in the quarterback, the sophomore. Throws his completion, first down. Under some pressure and wrapped up and sacked by Aiden Young. Aiden Young, Jim Kidd, has come off 2 years in a row of injuries. Healthy so far this season.
That's great. Great story.
Loss of 5 on the play, 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Lake Forest had a rough start to the season, and they've really come back here last on the backstretch.
Oh.
And incomplete, took a shot.
He did take a shot. I felt that one up here.
Bring up a 3rd and 15.
Lake Forest with some celebration in the stands.
And incomplete.
They're coming off the edge. And he just needs to get rid of that thing.
4th and 15, our assistant tonight, Matt Westcott, taking the chain down to the field. 6 minutes to go. I probably should have sent him with some security. Punts it away, and it's going to take a Laurel bounce. Oh, touched the Lake Forest player. That's going to be Laurel's ball.
No need to be dancing around the ball.
Friends beats Tower Hill 10-0.
Yeah, there wasn't any real communication or signal to get away, and it just took a real odd bounce. And it looks like, not sure what they've decided here.
Middletown beats St. Mark's 40-3, and Dover leads Cape 21-16. It must have been a safety. So Laurel 1st and 10 at the 28 of Lake Forest. Quick pass out. I don't have a number on that, but he has it down about the 20.
And they kept him in. Kept him in bounds.
Oh, skipper. Lake Forest band playing a little bit of a. Darn, I forgot the name of the show. Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island. A 3-hour tour.
That's right. Yeah.
I know that song. I watched a lot of that.
In a 2-hour game. 2nd down here for Laurel. Niblett throws to the left side. Broken up by 25. That's Nick Peeler.
Nice break on the ball. Really nice break.
Sussex Central leads Cesar Rodney 35-0 in the 4th quarter. So should Smyrna win tomorrow, that sets up next week, Week 10, Sussex Central Smyrna for the District 2 championship in 3A.
Central's had a nice year. As we said last week, they're a foot away from being undefeated.
They move up to number 2 in the rankings with Apple's loss to Hodson. 3rd down and 4 here for Laurel. Niblett drops back, looks over the middle, has a man, bobbled, and hits the ground. Incomplete.
Separated from the ball, but there's 2 laying there.
Tended for his brother, and he's able to get up. So 4th and 4 for Laurel.
4:59 to go. 4:58, excuse me.
Jim, I thought coming in we'd have a 1-touchdown game here, but Lake Forest really has opened it up.
Yeah, and it's something we talked about, the ability to use the option, the unbalanced line, and to throw the fades.
Throws to the left, right corner.
He may have caught that.
Incomplete. No, he dropped it right at the end.
Yeah, the beam got me. Couldn't see the rest of it.
So turnover on downs. 4:51 to play. Lake Forest will probably run out the clock here. That Cape and Open Dover game getting interesting. A safety cuts the Dover lead to 21-16 late in the 3rd quarter. Well, that game's taking a long time.
It is. Well, they must be Dover's throwing the ball all over the place.
So 1st and 10 for Lake Forest.
Lake's going to have a new quarterback.
Coming in the postgame, we'll have our Active Pest Solution Pest of the Game and our DE 302 Player of the Game. Owen Smith will make sure he gets the chain on him. You can see his picture up on Facebook and Twitter later on tonight. And Lake Forest is going to take a timeout. Jim, we'll just take one with him. Your Dover Federal Credit Union score with 4:51 to play in the game. Lake Forest 27, Laurel 0.
Camp has 3 locations, all conveniently located on Route 1 in Lewis, Bethany Beach, and Fenwick Island. Matt's serves fresh seafood, coastal classics, and Sussex County comfort food. With an array of camp cocktails, craft ales, and a carefully selected wine list, there's something for everyone on the menu. Matt's is the place you can bring your family for dinner, grab lunch during the week, or hang with friends at happy hour. Each location offers unique outdoor dining and a raw bar featuring fresh, local oysters. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Stop into Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Bethany, or Fenwick. Matt's Fish Camp has 3 locations.
First and 10 for the Spartans coming off the timeout. Slays Annam leads Hodson 21-0 in Class 3A action. And we've got a handoff up the middle, and that's number 21. Dominique Hall, he scored a touchdown in the Sussex Tech game on a similar play.
Tackled by Burton and Copes. Copes had a busy night.
He did. Toss out to number 34, Giovanni Cruz, and gets away from the jersey tackle and maybe gets a yard.
Yeah, I really believe after tonight they could play again, and it could be a completely different scenario because they're that good. We're a little surprised at what happened tonight, but we know they're both good football teams.
Under 4 minutes to play here in the game. 2nd and 9 for Lake Forest. Motion comes. Handoff up the middle.
Ball, no.
They were diving for it.
Yeah.
And it's Cruz again on the carry. Pickup of about 3, brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and, let's call it 6 here for Lake Forest. Ball at their own 46. I want to thank Freddie Jones, athletic director and head coach here at Lake Forest, getting us set up here again tonight. It's our 3rd trip to Lake Forest this year.
Inside trap.
Oh, that's Russ willing to carry. Gets it inside the 30. That's the play I've been waiting for all night.
Yeah.
He ran that twice against Sussex Tech for touchdowns.
Out there, Tristan Johnson, 33. He had 6 tackles tonight.
So clock running, under 3 minutes to play, approaching 2 minutes. 1st and 10 at the 27 of Laurel. Ooh, hit at the line of scrimmage. Copes was one of them. It was number 21 on the carry, Dominique Hall. Actually, Hall was the one that had the touchdown in that game.
Battle of the Bill against the Milford Buccaneers.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, there was a pretty good shot in there. Cope again. He's also had a, sack and 5 tackles. That's a good night. And they're just doing what they're supposed to do. Take their time.
And that's number 34 on the carry, Cruz again. And he's got a 1st down.
Isaiah Wright, ball carrier for the Spartans. How about a round of applause for our cheerleaders and our band tonight doing an outstanding job for us.
What do we have?
It's a holding penalty.
Holding penalty against Lake. Boy, clean that up before playoffs.
Clock running, about to approach a minute left in the game. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout and come back with our post-game awards.
We're glad to have 302 Sports here in the booth with us tonight. And A.J. White is the player of the game for 302 Sports.
Under 30 seconds to go here, and it looks like the Spartans are just going to take a knee. Nope, they're going to hand it off. Option, breaks the tackle, and gets it down to about the 20. And that's to take us to the end of the ball game.
Make some noise for our boys, ladies and gentlemen. Spartan fans, a big win here for the Spartans. 7-0 over the Laurel Bulldogs.
Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout.
Battle of the Bell against the Milford Buccaneers.
And be back with our post-game awards. We'll be right back.
probably seen this a lot, but not all pest solutions come from a can. At Active Pest Solutions, we don't spray and pray. Professionalism and continuing education sets us apart.
We are Quality Pro certified, the mark of excellence in pest management.
And we have an associate certified entomologist on staff,
providing environmentally sound solutions to our customers.
Our proactive pest plan offers the best pledge guarantee in the industry. We do what others don't.
Active Pest Solutions. Call or visit us online today. It's active without the E.
And welcome back, folks. It's time for our Win the Day Planner post-game stats. Lake Forest, 410 yards, 262 rushing, 148th in the air. They had 1 turnover. Laurel, 117 total, 35 rushing, 82 passing, and 1 turnover as well. It's time for the ants to march on the screen. And they go marching one by one. Jim Tack, who is our Active Pest Solution pest of the game?
Lake Forest inside linebacker number 51, Ian Nance, with 7 tackles tonight. But it's more than the tackles. It's the blocks he draws, the hustle from inside to outside. He is a good linebacker, not a big guy,
right,
but just finds his way to the ball carrier.
And our let's go to some post-game stats. For Laurel, Niblett had 1 catch for 20 yards. Burton 1 catch for 43. Shockley was 4 of 19 for 82 yards. Parsons 3 of 9 for 41. White 2 of 2 passing for 107 yards. Young 16 carries, 97 yards. But our player of the game, 10 carries, 96 yards rushing, 2 passes, 107 yards passing with 2 throwing touchdowns. Our player of the game, Lake Forest number 2, A.J. White, is our DE 302 player of the game. Jim, next week we'll be headed down to Laurel for our Class AA District 3 battle with Laurel the Bulldogs and the Sussex Tech Ravens, potentially with a state tournament berth on the line. Pre-game show 6:35, kickoff at 7. This week, college football, Delaware is idle at 7-1. Del State heads to Howard for a 1 o'clock kickoff. Big game day. Big Ten, Ohio State number 4, 6-1 takes on Penn State at noon, 7-0. I have no Delaware game this week, so I get to sit and enjoy that one. Oregon at Michigan, and Florida at number 2, Georgia. Folks, that's a wrap for tonight's Downstate Game of the Week. For our cameraman, Brandon Hill and Owen Smith, Matthew Westgard, our stat man, Dave Marvel, Kristen Mitchell back in Lewis, and my broadcast partner, Jim Tack. I'm Benny Mitchell. Thank you for watching tonight. The final score, Lake Forest 27, Laurel 0. Have a safe, sports-filled weekend from all of us here at Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Good night, Delaware sports fans.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go.